children. This is KG Misra, and again I'm here with a new video for class 10th on chapter electricity. And uh, before starting this next topic, I would like to tell you that please take care of yourself, remain fit and fine, follows the rules of lockdown, okay, and keep on studying also at the same time. Now see, we were solving the NCERT exercise. Now we have done till question number 9 in the last video. This is question number 10. What is question number 10? There is you've got resistances of how much? What value? 176 ohm. Okay, you've got lots of resistances. Okay, and you have to connect all of them in parallel. Okay, and once you have connected them in parallel, you have to connect with a supply of 220 volt. Okay, so that the current flowing in the circuit is how much? 5 ampere. The total current flowing in the circuit is 5 ampere. Now see, we have to find out the total. Now see what we can do. Suppose all the resistances which are connected in parallel, that has got equivalent resistance R. Okay. Now they are connected with a 220 volt battery. Okay. It is 220 volt suppose. Okay. And current flowing is how much? It is 5 ampere. I is equals to 5 ampere. Potential difference is this much. Okay. In this way current is flowing in this. Okay. Okay. This is the scenario. We have to find out how many resistances we have to connect in parallel of 176. Before knowing that, we must know what is the total resistance here. So I is given, V is given. Can you find out R? Obviously, we know that R is equals to V by I. V is how much? 220. I is 5. So 5 4 ja 20. Again 2 is left, 0 is there, 5 4 ja 20. So how much we got? 44 ohm. So we have to get 44 ohm by connecting 176 ohm resistors in parallel. Okay. So now if we connect two resistors in parallel, what we get? We get that the total value of resistance which we get in parallel, that is half of 176. So half of 176 is how much? Half of 100, it is 50. Half of 70, that is 35. 50 plus 35 is 85. Half of 6 is 3. 85 plus 3, 88. That means 88 is half of that. Okay. When we are connecting two resistors in parallel. Now, that means when we are connecting two resistors of 176 ohm, 176 ohm, we will get how much? 88. But we require 44, half of that. So we have to take two similar combinations like this. This is 176 ohm. This is also 176 ohm. Okay. And then we have to connect them in parallel. So now how much we will get? See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check how much we are going to get. Okay. So we will getting 4. Because see, when we connect 2, then we get half. When we connect 4, then we must get how much? 1/4. Because for 2, if it is half, then for 4 it must be 1/4. And 1/4 of that 176 is how much? 44. You can divide by 4. 4 4 ja 16. That is 6. 1 is there. 4 4 is 16. 1 17. Coming. Okay. So it should be 4. Now how we are going to get that? Let us see. Okay. I think you have noted down this. Okay. So now we are going to find out the number of resistors. Okay. Total resistance is 44 ohm. Okay. So from here what we can get? 1 by R equivalent or RP is equals to 1 by R1. 1 by R1 is 176 plus 176 plus 1 by 176 plus 1 by 176. 4 resistors are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now what we got? Denominator is same, so numerators can be added. So we get 4 by 176. Okay. So what we are getting? 1 by Rp, that is 4 by 176. Now we can cancel this 4. 4 1 ja 4, 4 4 is 16. 1 is left. Again, this is also 16. 4 4 is 16. So we are going to get 1 by Rp is how much? 1 by 44. And Rp is how much? 44 ohm. Okay. And that's what we required. So to get this 44 ohm resistance, we have to connect 176 ohm resistors. How many 176 ohm resistors? 4 176 ohm resistors in parallel. Okay. That was the question. That how many 176 ohm resistors we have to connect in parallel. So answer is that we have to connect 4 176 ohm resistors in parallel. Okay. And right here we have to connect 4. Okay. 4 176 ohm resistors in parallel. Okay, we have to connect 4 176 ohm resistors in parallel. So in this way we can get it. Okay. Now question number 11. What question number 11 is saying? You have got a resistance, 3 resistances. How many? 3 resistance, 6 ohm each. And you have to connect such that in one case you are getting how much? You are getting 9 ohm. Okay. And in another case you are getting how much? 4 ohm. Okay. You have to connect these 3 6 ohm resistors such that you are getting 9 ohm. Okay. In B part, you have to connect such that these 3 so that you get a 4 ohm resistor. Now, 9 is more than 6. That means at least one resistor we have to connect in series. Okay, with other. But when we are connecting all the 3 resistors in series, how much you will get? 6 plus 6, 12 plus 6, 18. It is not that much. It is less than that. That means we cannot connect all the 3 resistors in series. Okay. If we are connecting all of them in parallel, then 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 is how much? 3 by 6. 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. That is 2 ohm. That is much less than this. So what we have to do? See, A part, we have to connect like this. This is 6 ohm. Okay. And this will be connected with, this is 6 ohm. And this is 6 ohm. How we came to know this? Because see, when we are connecting 6 ohm resistors in parallel, then its equivalent will be how much? Half of the 6 ohm, that is 3 ohm. And that 3 ohm will be connected in series with this. So how much we are getting? 6 plus 3, 9. That's why we can get this. Okay. Because see, this means what? This means that no, equivalent of 6 and 6 is how much? In parallel, you can get very easily. Rp is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. And that is how much? 2 by 6. So cancel it. 2 3 ja. So what you will get? 1 by 3. So 1 by Rp is 1 by 3. So Rp is 3 ohm. So this will come how much? 3 ohm. So your circuit will come like this. 6 ohm, 3 ohm. Both are in series. 6 plus 3 is how much? 9. Okay. So this is your answer. Okay. I'm going to rub this solution. Now, for B part, you have to connect these all the 3 resistors. Okay. 6 ohm resistors to get 4 ohm. Now, how to get this 4 ohm? Little bit change you have to do. What change you have to do? See, if you are connecting this 6 here and 6 here, because if you are connecting all 3 in parallel, then what you will get? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. That is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6. So what you will get? 3 by 6. That is 1 by 2. So what you will get? 2 ohm. And here it is asked to get 4 ohm. So we cannot connect all of them in parallel. Now what is the option we are left with? See, this is 6 ohm. This is 6 ohm. You might be wondering, no, why sir is connected in series? Because series it is already 12 ohm. We have to reduce it. But see, this is 6 ohm. Third 6 ohm I am going to connect in parallel. Now you can check it. 6 plus 6, 12. And this is 6. both are in parallel, so this is equivalent to like this. This is 12 ohm and this is 6 ohm. Okay, so what we'll get, you can check it. 1 by 6, 1 by Rp is equals to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12. What you will get? 12 is the LCM. 6 2 are 12. 2 plus 1. So what you will get? 3 by 12. 3 4 ja 12. So what you got? 1 by 4. 1 by Rp is 1 by 4. So Rp is how much? 4 ohm. Okay. So in this way we can, this is our answer. Okay. Now see, this is question number 12. What the question number 12 is stating? Question number 12 is stating that there are bulbs having power 10 watt each and at potential 220 volt. This is the power rating of the bulbs. Okay. And there are a number of bulbs. Now you are supposed to connect them in parallel with the supply of 220 volt. Okay. Again they have given there is a supply of 220 volt, and with that 220 volt supply you have to connect these bulbs, okay, in parallel. But the condition is that maximum current which can be taken out from this supply is how much? 5 ampere. Okay. So now question is that how many bulbs you can connect in parallel? Okay. So that means here current is given. Okay. And using this power and voltage, what we have to do when rating is given, we know very well. We have discussed in the last video also, when power rating is given, power and potential difference, we have to find out the resistance first. So what we can write? P is equals to V square by R. From here what we can write? R is equals to V square by P. And this implies that R is equals to V square means what? 220 into 220. 220 into 220 upon 10. 10 is gone. So resistance is how much? Resistance is 220 into 22 ohm. Okay, let it be like this only. So this is the resistance of one bulb. Now when we are going to connect in parallel, okay, so now this is the resistance of one. Now what will happen? What is potential difference? 220 volt, current is 5 ampere. What should be the total resistance in the circuit? That we can find out. So what we know, V is equals to IR. Okay, so from here what we can get? We can get R is equals to V by I. Okay, V is how much? V is 220 and I is how much? 5 ampere. So that is the value of R. Okay, or I should write here R1, total resistance. Okay, total resistance, let it be R1, R1, R1. Okay, so it will be how much? 5 4 the 20, 5 4 the 20. That is R1 is equals to 44 ohm. Okay, so maximum resistance which can be connected in the circuit is how much? 44 ohm. Okay, and what is the resistance of each bulb? This is this much. Okay, this much means you can write it like this, multiply this 22 0 to 0, 22 2 ja 44, so you can write 4 is with you only, 22 4 ja 44 plus that 4, so 48 4840 ohm. This is the resistance of one bulb, and you have to connect these bulbs in parallel so that the resistance, total resistance is how much? 44 ohm. Okay, now suppose we are connecting two bulbs in parallel, then the total resistance will be how much? Half of that, 4840, that is 2420. If we are connecting 4 in parallel, the total resistance will be 1/4 of that, that is 1210. Okay, that means we have to connect more than 4. Okay, so that means if you are connecting 2 in parallel, I'm going to rub this upper part, okay, this given part. I think you might have written this much. So if we are connecting, suppose 2 in parallel, then what we get? If we are connecting 2 in parallel, then we will get, that is R by 2. If we are connecting 4 in parallel, we will get R by 4. Okay, if we are connecting n in parallel. Okay, then what will get? R by n. So R by n should be how much? 44. This should be how much? 44. Okay, now we want to get the number n. So R is how much? R is 4840. Okay, n we have to find out, and this is given 44, that we have got 44 R1. Okay, now from here can you find out n very easily? So from here what we can get? 4840 upon 44 is equals to n. Cross multiply. Now 44 1 ja 44, 44 1 ja 44. When you subtract 44 from 48, what you will get? 4 and this 44 again. So 44 1 ja 44 and this 0. So what you will get? How many resistors you are getting? N is equals to 110 resistors. Sorry, bulbs. Bulbs can be connected in parallel. Okay, so 110 bulbs can be connected in parallel. Okay, see question number 13. What is given? There is a supply of 220 volt, and what is connected? An oven is connected to this. Okay, electric oven. An oven has got how many coils? It has got two coils, A and B, and both the coils have got resistance of how much? 24 ohm. Okay, now this oven has got a, what we can say, a facility. Okay, either you can light up one coil, or you can light up both the coils either in series or in parallel. Okay, now the question is that what will the current in the circuit in all the three cases? All the three cases means when only coil A is used, then when A and B in series, then and when A and B in parallel, then what is the current? Okay, in all the three cases. So first, if only A is used, then what is the resistance? 24 ohm. Okay, and what is the potential difference? 220 volt. So current we can find out. We can write first case. Okay, I1 is equals to V by R. R1 we can write. R1 is how much? 24 ohm. 2 to 1. So it is 220 upon 24. Okay, so we can divide by 4. Okay, 4 6 ja 24, 4 5 ja 20, 4 5 ja 20. So 55 by 6 we can divide it. Okay, what will get? 6 5 ja 30. Okay, 6 7 ja 42. Okay, 6 9 ja 54, 9 ja 54. 1 is left, you place decimal, you will get 10, because 0 you will get as gift. So 10. Now 6 1 ja 6. Once you subtract 6 out of 10, you will get 4. As decimal is there, you will get 1 0, so it will become 40. Now divide 40 by 6. So 6 6 ja 36. Again 4 is left, so you will get 6 6. So you can write 6 7. Okay, this much ampere current will flow. Okay, in first case. Now in second case, we are taking in series. Okay, A and B are in series. Then what is the resistance? Let the resistance is R2, that is equals to how much? When you are connecting two 24 ohm resistors in series, then total resistance will be 24 plus 24, that is 48 ohm. Double 48 ohm. Okay, then again you have to find out current. So current is I2 is equals to 220 upon 48. Okay, so see, 220 upon 24 we got this much. This was 24, this is 48, double of that. So current will be less than half of this. Okay, or we can say like this. See, we can divide it by 4. Okay, so we will get 4 1 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8. This 4 5 ja 20, 4 5 ja 20. Now you have to divide 55 by 12. So 12 12 4 ja 48. Okay, you subtract 48 from 50, what you will get? 48 plus 2, 50 plus 5, 7 you are getting. Okay, place the decimal, you will get 7 and you will get 0, 70. Now you have to divide 70 by 12. Okay, 12 5 ja 60. Okay, because 12 6 ja is how much? 72, more than that. Okay, so from that 70, 12 5 is 60. Okay, 60 you have to subtract, so you will get 10 and decimal is there, so you will get 1 0, you will come 100. Now 100 you have to divide by 12. Okay, 12 8 ja 96. Okay, this much ampere current will flow. Okay, this is second, when they are connected in series. Now next is, and the last is that when they are connected in parallel, then what will be the current through the circuit. So when they are connected in parallel, then let's see what happens. I'm doing here C part. Okay, when they are connected in parallel, so I'm writing here PARA parallel. Okay, who is connected in parallel? A and B. Then let the resistance will be how much? Let it be R3. In parallel, when you are connecting 24 ohm and 24 ohm, we know that resistance becomes half of that. So what is the half of 24? It is 12 ohm. Okay, so let the current is I3. So I3 is equals to V by R3. V is 220 and R3 is 12. So let's see what we are getting. I should remove this also. A and B, what is right here. Okay, so 4 3 ja 12, and this again we will get 55, because 4 5 ja 20, 4 5 ja 20. Divide 55 by 3. So what you will get? 3 1 ja 3, 4 5 2 is there, 2 and that 5 is there, 25. Now 3 8 ja 24, 1 is left, you place the decimal, you will get 0, so you will come 10, 3 3 ja 9. Okay, sorry, 3 3 ja 9. Okay, 3 3 ja, so 9 you can subtract from 10, what you will get? 1. Again in this way, so it will become 3 3. Okay, never ending, so you will get 18.33 ampere. So you got the current in all the three cases. So this is the question number 13. Okay, this is the 14th question. Okay, see what is the question. Actually two circuits are given. In one circuit there is 1 ohm resistor and 2 ohm resistor. They are connected with the battery of 6 volt. Okay, and there is another circuit, a 12 ohm resistor and 2 ohm resistor. They are connected in parallel with the 4 volt battery. Now what they are asking? They are asking, compare the power consumed in the two circuits in 2 ohm resistors. Okay, in these 2 ohm resistors, how much power is consumed? That power you have to compare. Now in order to find the power, what we need to do? We need to find out the current. Okay, because we know the formula of power, so for that either we require current or potential difference. See, this is in series, so what is the total resistance in this case? Total resistance is 2 plus 1 3 ohm. Okay, resistance is how much? 3 ohm. We can write, okay, or we can write R1 is 3 ohm. Now potential difference is how much? Let it V1, so 6 volt. Okay. So I1 will be how much? Can we write it? I1 is V1 by R1. So we can write 6 by 3, that is 3 1 ja 3, 3 2 ja 6. So 2 ampere. So 2 ampere current will flow. This is I is equals to 2 ampere. This 2 ampere current will reach here. Okay, and that will flow in 2 ampere. Okay, so from 2 ohm resistor, how much current is flowing? 2 ampere. What is the resistance? 2 ohm. What is the formula for power? P is equals to VI or P is equals to I square R. Okay, this is the formula. P is equals to I square R. Okay, so we have to find out the power in 2 ohm resistor. So power will be how much? Let us call this power P1. I current is how much? 2 ampere is passing through this, so we will write 2 square. Resistance is how much? 2 ohm. Write 2. So 2 square is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 watt is the power consumed in 2 ohm resistor in the first circuit. Now we are supposed to calculate the power consumed in 2 ohm resistor in the second circuit. For that, again, we know one thing, no? In parallel, the potential difference will be same here and here, both. So here, what is the potential difference across 2 ohm resistor? 4 volt. So can we find out the power? P2 is equals to, we can write, see, this is the resistance, this is the potential difference. So what is the formula? This is V square by R. That is the formula for power. V is how much? 4. So 4 square by R is how much? 2. This. So 4 square is how much? 16 by 2. How much you are getting? 8 watt. Because it's power, so it is how much? 16 by 2, that is 8 watt. So in both the cases, what you find? The power consumed in 2 ohm resistor is 8 ohm. That is equal. Okay. And that is the solution of this question. So we have finished the NCERT questions. Now, there are some important questions I am going to discuss. Okay. Here is the one. In an office, okay. There is an office. An AC of 1,000 watt. AC is there of how many watts? 1,000 watt. 2 fans are there of 100 watt each. Okay. So 2 fans each of having how much power? 100 watt. Okay. And 4 lights are there, 10 watt each. Each light has got power 10 watt. Are used 10 hours every day. How much time they are used every day? 10 hours. Now, what is the question? What is the unit of energy consumed in the month of June? So you have to find out the units of energy consumed in the month of June. First part. Second part. If 1 unit of electricity costs rupees 8. So what is the cost of 1 unit? It is rupees 8. Then find bill amount for the month. Then you have to find out the bill amount for the month of June. Clear? Now, once you have noted the question, we can go for the solution part. Okay. So first we have to note down what devices are there. First, AC is there of having power 1,000 watt. So 1 AC. Power is how much total? 1,000 watt. Okay. What is second? Writing solution. Second is 2 fans. So 2 fans of 100 watt each. 2 fans, okay. So we can write power is how much? 2 into 100. That is 200 watt. Total power consumed is how much? 200 watt. Now 4 bulbs are there or 4 lights are there, 10 watt each. 4 lights are there, okay. So what we can write? 4 lights, okay. So 10 watt each. So 4 into 10 is how much? 40 watt. Okay. Now they are used how many hours a day? Every day they are used how many hours? 10 hours. Time is given. Time is 10 hours. Okay. And for which month we have to calculate? For the month of June. Okay. Now see, what is the total power of all the devices? Total power, if we calculate, we get 1,240. So 1,240 watt. That's what we are getting. You can check it. 404. Okay. Then 2 and 2. This much we are getting. Okay. And this is the total power. And this is the time. Okay. Is this the total time? No. It is for 1 day. So let us find out how much energy is used in 1 day. So what we know? We know that power is equals to energy by time. So energy is equals to what? Power into time. Okay. So power is how much? Power is 1240 watt. Time is how much? 10 hour. Okay. So this energy is in watt hour. Unit is what? Watt hour. So what we can get? Energy is equals to how much? 12400 watt hour. Okay. 12400 watt hour. Okay. Now, this much watt hour. But it has been asked that how many units of energy is consumed? Okay, you want to convert into unit. Unit is what? Kilowatt hour. Okay, so how to convert into kilowatt hour? So I think I should rub this on the top. So energy consumed in one day is how much? It is 12420 watt hour. We want to make it kilo. So for writing here kilo, what we have to do? We have to divide by 1000. These two zeros will cancel out. So due to this zero, what we'll have? We will have 12.4. We have decimal over here. 12.4 kilowatt hour. Not watt hour, but kilowatt hour. So this much, this 1 kilowatt hour is 1 unit. So this much unit of energy is used in one day. Now, what is the number of days in the month of June? It is 30, because July is 31 and August is also 31. Okay. So, total energy consumed, that is total, is how much? 30 into 12.4 kilowatt hour. Okay. So, what you will get? You can multiply this by 30. First, you can replace this 0. Then 3 4 ja. How much? 12. 3 4 ja 12. So, 2 is there. 1 is carry. Okay. 3 2 ja 6. 1 7. Okay. 3 1 ja 3. That's what you will get. You can check it. Now, decimal is there after one place. So, you will get here. That is kilowatt hour. So, how much you are getting? 372 kilowatt hour. Or you can write how much energy is consumed in the month? 372 units. Okay. Or 372 units. Now, the second part of the question. If each unit costs rupees 8, then what is the bill amount for the month? So, we can write bill amount for the month equal to, it is rupees 8 into 372, and you can get how much? You have to multiply this. So 8 to the 16, so 6 is there, 1 is carry. Okay, 7 8 ja 56, 56 1 57, so you can write 7, 5 is carry. Okay, now 8 3 ja 24, 24 plus 5 29, so it is how much? 2976 rupees. That is the bill amount for the month. Clear? Just note it down. Okay, now next question is this circuit. You can see a potential difference of 6 volt is applied across this parallel combination. There are two resistors, 4 ohm, 6 ohm, here 12 ohm and 8 ohm. Okay, now question is that first equivalent resistance we have to find out. Equivalent resistance. Okay, this is we have to find out. Second, what we have to find out? We have to find out current. Okay, in these branches. Okay, current in the branches. Third, what we have to find out? Potential difference. Across how much? 6 ohm resistor. Okay, these three things we have to find out. First, equivalent resistance of the circuit. Second, current in the branches. Third, potential difference across 6 ohm resistor. Okay, so let's see, we find the equivalent resistance first. So see, for equivalent resistance, we know these two are in series. So 6 plus 4 is 10. This is 12 plus 8 is 20. So what we can get? Rp is equals to 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20. Okay. Because these are in series, that's why we are adding. Okay. 6 plus 4. These are in series, that's why we are adding. Okay. 12 plus 8, 20. Okay. And now what we will get? Your circuit will be equivalent to like this, no? This is 10 ohm and this is 20 ohm and it is connected to a battery of 6 volt. Your circuit is reduced like that and that's why I am using this. Okay. So what we will get? 20 is the LCM. We will get here 2 plus 1, 3. So what you will get? 3 by 20. Okay, that is 1 by Rp. So Rp is how much? Rp is 20 by 3 ohm. So total resistance we have got. One part A is solved. Okay. Now for part B, we have to find out first total current in the circuit. So we know that V is equals to IR. Okay. V is 6 volt. I we don't know. R is total R is 20 by 3. 20 by 3. So if you take this side, what will happen? 6 into 3 by 20. That is current. How much you will get? 6 3 are 18. So current is going to be 18 by 20 ampere. This is the total current in the circuit. 18 by 20 ampere. That will start from here. This current will reach here. That is how much? 18 by 20 ampere. This current will reach, okay, till the junction. Now from here, how the current will get divided? That is the question. Okay. Now see, for that this circuit will help us. Okay. See, how to find the current, that I am going to tell you. Just pay attention. I should rub this. Okay. Total current is this much. Now see, if you want to find out, suppose current here is I1 and suppose current here is I2. That is I1 is here and I2 is here. Okay. So if you want to find out I1, then what you have to do? See here. I1 is equal to, okay, total current, that is I, multiply by, what you have to do? Just take care. Total resistance was how much? Total resistance was, it is 20 by 3. Okay, that was total resistance. Now, what is the resistance? You want to find out current in this. What is the resistance in this? That is 20. So what you will write? You will write 20 by 20 by 3. Resistance of this upon total resistance. Okay. What you will do? You will multiply the total current with resistance of this upon total resistance. Okay. See, you want to find out current in this, but you are keeping the resistance of this. Okay. Keep in mind this. Okay. Now what you will get? This is how much? This is 18 by 20. This is 20. This we can revert and multiply. So 3 by 20. So this 20 cancels out. Okay. How much you will get? 18 3 ja 54. Okay. So see, if you want to find out current in this, then what you have to do? You have to take the total resistance of this. This is 12 plus 8, that is 20. And then denominator, what you have to do? You have to add the resistance of this and this. Resistance of this is how much? 20. Resistance of this is how much? 10. So 20 by 10 plus 20. Okay. That is 30 will get here. So 20 by 30 and the 0 cancels out. With 2 you can cancel this, you will get 10. With 3 you can cancel 18, you will get 6. Okay. Because this is the total current value of I. So we will get 6 by 10, that is 0.6 ampere. Okay. So how much current is going to flow through here? That is 0.6 ampere. 0.6 ampere current is going to flow through this branch. Okay. Now this branch is left. We have to find out I2. Okay. Now I2 is how much? Very easily you can find out. How? Because you know already one current, so other current you can find out by subtracting it. Okay, so I2 is how much? I2 is I minus I1. Okay, and that is how much? It is 18 by 20 minus 6 by 10. That is how much? See, you can write LCM 20. You will get 18 minus 12. 18 minus 12 is 18 minus 12 is how much? It is 6. Okay, so 6 by 20, that is 3 by 10. So what you will get? 0.3 ampere. Okay, you will get 0.3 ampere. So 0.3 ampere is going to flow through this. 0.3 ampere will flow through this. So we have done the second part also. We have got the current in both the branches. Okay, now the third part. I'm going to rub this. I should explain this once more. Here, if you want to find out current in this, then you have to take the total resistance of this upon sum of the resistance of this plus the resistance of this. Okay, then you can find out current in that. Okay. In third part, we have to find out the potential difference across 6 ohm resistor. Now see, if the 0.6 ampere current is flowing through this branch, these two are in series, so same current will pass through them. So what is the potential difference? We know that V is equals to IR. This formula we know very well from Ohm's law. So V is equals to I is how much? 0.6 and R is how much? 6 ohm. So what you will get? 6 6 is 36. So we will get 3.6 volt. This is the potential difference across 6 ohm resistor. Okay. Okay, thank you children. In the next video, I will come with some more numericals, as well as we'll try to start the next chapter, that is magnetic effect of current. Okay, so keep on watching. Okay, and just keep on studying. Try the numericals by yourself also. I will send some more numericals to you. I will take the picture of the questions, okay, from some other books, and I will send in the WhatsApp group. Solve it. Remain safe and fine. That's all. God bless you all.